Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on last year's national champions, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Hermstreet. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Cardinals offense is up first today. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk, and that means one team which won a conference championship is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route with him. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Here's the second down play. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now a big decision coming up here on fourth.
The Cardinals will have to kick it away. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. And the punt will bounce out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Great job by the punter there. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense out there for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today. And that's a big-time run right there. Back deep inside their own 10-yard line, but they found the soft spot of the defense and took off. I think they got caught looking for a pass defensively, and it burned them big time. Great job by this offense and taking advantage what the defense gave them.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle. I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
And the pass is incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Last drive stalled. They're forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. When he gets it down to the tight end, you can see what he can do after the catch.
And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And here's the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Incompletion makes it 2nd down and 10 from the 27. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaks loose at the 40. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. That's caught. It's McLeod. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. The Cyclones are in the red zone now. And now the handoff. Touchdown, Iowa State, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down, ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
And he knocks through the PAT. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. 1st down, looking for more now.
That's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
Here's the handoff. Great cut there. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. 1st down to the 45. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down play coming up. Looking for a receiver. Grabbed by the receiver. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Finds an open target on the left side. Drop for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now. The Cardinals will line up to boot it away. And the punt will just bounce out of bounds. Here's the first play of the drive. We start at the 28. And looking to throw now on first down. He's looking to scramble. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Iowa State has the lead here, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The shotgun handoff here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
He finds his man, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Throws to the tight end. He's got it in the open. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Cardinals line up with a first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. Touchdown, Louisville. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. Now the important point after attempt.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He shreds the tackle. They stop him right at the 24.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. The short completion of the tight end. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and it allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
That completion makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
No gain there. This defense offense is getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays. Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense. Taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Returner tackled right there. That's what will start the drive. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or will the defense come up with a stop? So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And here's the handoff. Breaking tackles. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. See what the call is on 1st and 10.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his
deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The Cardinals with 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw it. Caught by the receiver.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Eludes a tackle. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10. And the Cardinals are going to cash in here in the red zone. Off the play fake on 1st down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting at it.
Trap again in the pocket.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Looking to throw it on 1st down. Makes the catch. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. One more play before they head to the locker room. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
The Cardinals will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop them. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down. So second down after the incompletion. They're going to run it here. Picks up the first, looking for more. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Look at this offensive line paved the way for this back on this huge run. This is the way you come out to start the second half, working with a lead.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Off the play fake, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Fisher.
Boy, when the quarterback and the receiver are on the same page and can throw that kind of route with timing, it is difficult to stop in any coverage.
And completion makes it second and short. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a great example of a defense selling out to stop a third down and short. At 3rd and 2, looks like they put everybody up near the line of scrimmage. And when the back got free, he's able to go and pick up huge yards because there's no safeties back there to slow him down.
7th play of the drive coming up. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain in that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
Handoff from the shotgun. He's tackled out beyond the 10-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. On the ground, it's Henderson. As the first down is still going. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, was just a great play by the running back here, just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Henderson.
And the defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Quarterback still with the football. Breaks loose at the 45. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play. And the Cardinals begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Stop right there at the line, no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback dropping back. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there. 8th play of the drive coming up. What a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Parker. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. And it's blocked. The kick was low.
What a job here by the special teams coach to come up with this design block on the field goal. You could see it. From the left side, they had exactly what they wanted to be. The designated guy that's coming in makes the block, and you get a heck of a turn of events.
He's got the 1st and still going. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the 1st down.
And the Cyclones looking to keep this drive rolling. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. He's running out of time here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. Kirk, Iowa State has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
But somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown. There's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Receiver makes the grab.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
They'll run it from the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zero in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Quick throw, testing the middle. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Using his legs, it's Henderson. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Grab down the middle. It's Parker. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Deflected. The defense forcing the incompletion. Brings up 4th down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down. But what will be the play call?
Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down. The Cardinals hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Confident play there on 4th and 1. Get behind the big fellas up front. Get a good push. You have to like that call on this part of the field. A punt there doesn't net much of a change in field position. So the right call is made and you pick up the first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Punt over the middle. It's Parker. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Looking to throw again. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Great catch when they desperately needed it. So here we go, 4th quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
The kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Two-back set, quarterback flanked by the backs. Looking to throw here. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's got room to run. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Leaning on the run game here late. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Third down and inches. Who is going to win this battle in the trenches? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Didn't get there. Defense makes a great stop.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get to fourth down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, you get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that first down.
Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Oh, and almost intercepted again. A chance for a fourth pick. Brings up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, and hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
On third down, he drops to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Catch made on the right side. That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12. Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.